Welcome, everyone, to the original conference championship game. There's simply nothing quite like the intensity when an SEC title is on the line. All the legendary players, the epic moments who have made their mark on this occasion. The intensity is simply unmatched. Can't wait for this one. We're going to be treated to not just a top 10 matchup, but a battle for a conference championship and an automatic bid to the college football playoff with the first round bye that goes with it. So a lot at stake here, as we'll see the number 7 team in the country, the Texas A&M Aggies, taking on the number 1 team in the land, the Texas Longhorns. 3A Sports College Football, I'm Chris Fowler, here in the booth with Kirk Herbstreit. I think we've talked long enough, Kirk. Let's get this game going. The kickoff team is out there, and here we go. A conference championship on the line right now. And he'll just take a knee. Drive will start at the 25-yard line. The Aggies offense will get the first swing today. And this quarterback, of course, Kirk, he's the guy that stirs the drink for this team.
You talk about the total package. He runs it, produces it, directs it, acts out all the scenes. He's the whole package. I love a quarterback who understands the ins and outs of a football game. This kid plays like he wrote the manual.
And the run moves the ball up to the 33.
Chris, I know it's the first play of the game, but boy, nice job by this offensive line. The back gets behind him, picks up some positive yards.
Off the play fake, looking to throw the football. Going to try to use his legs here. Nowhere to run. They'll corral him for no gain.
Boy, defense does a nice job of pressuring the quarterback. I'll tell you what, that's a heck of an effort by this guy just to be able to get back close to the line of scrimmage.
They'll try to run for the first down. They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1. The Aggies will bring their punt team onto the field. And the coverage team makes the stop on this return. The Texas Longhorns offense takes the field. Our first chance to see them today. Well, it's not easy to narrow down the impact players to just a few guys, Kirk, but what do you expect from them today?
Well, we got guys that can make plays as well as anybody in the country on both sides of the ball. That's why I think this matchup is so exciting. Two good teams with great individual players.
Off the play fake on first down. Quick throw, testing the middle. And it's intercepted. He stepped in front of that bullet. Not a great return, but the important thing, the pick wipes out his scoring threat. They'll set the offense up at the 31.
Nice job by this defense jumping on that football to come up with the interception. And not exactly how this quarterback envisioned this game starting. His very first throw of the game, he puts into traffic, and he costs his team in a big way.
He's tackled quickly, but the yardage is good enough for the first half. Texas A&M has moved into the red zone now. Trying the old counter play here. Did well to avoid a loss there, but it's no gain on the play.
Well, that's an excellent effort here by this defense, staying in their run fits. They holding their own at the line and making the tackle. The offense just couldn't get enough of a push to get anything going there.
Looking downfield, it's Sims. And the sophomore's got him for a sack.
The defender did not bite on the fake at all. They were in pass rush mode the entire time.
So now it's 3rd and short from the 23. Potential 4-down territory. Let's see what the 3rd down call is. Here's the snap. Looking to throw here. Pressure comes, and once again, no escape. So they're short on 4th down, and the coach decides to trot out the field goal team. We'll see if he's got the leg from 49 yards out. And he's got it from 49 yards out. What a powerful kick.
Snap, the hold, the kick, everything there perfect to put 3 points up here for the offense.
So after coming away with 3 in that drive, the kickoff team is out. The kickoff, a little too hot to handle, goes through the end zone for a touchback. And the Longhorns offense takes the field. Let's see how this quarterback responds. Remember, an interception on the very first play of the last possession. Off the play fake, looking to throw. Pressure is coming. And that's incomplete. Even on a first down pass attempt, he felt heavy pressure. Incompletion makes it second down. Ball handed off. They tackle him. Looks like it's going to be just short of the marker, inches away. Offense looking to keep the drive alive. It's third down. They'll try to move the chains here on the ground. There's the tackle, but first down yardage.
Yeah, I love how the back didn't really dance around trying to make a big play. He knew it's third down in inches, lower the shoulder, get the first down.
Longhorns with 1st and 10 here. Gonna run it. It's Cox. Powerful running here. And a big gain before he goes out of bounds. The offense keeps churning, gets a fresh set of downs.
Nothing better than an offense on first down to be able to pick up big positive yards like that. You can either keep giving it to the back, or it can set up play action and get the defense to come up to the line of scrimmage, and you can throw it over top of it.
Handoff here from the shotgun. Goes backwards, losing 3 yards there. Well, they don't block the defensive end. It shows some quickness, Kirk, getting around the edge that time.
Yeah, this guy's usually getting around the edge to put pressure on the quarterback, but he reminds everybody here that this guy's a complete package. Not only can he pressure the quarterback, but also he is very, very talented and shows you the physicality he has against the run as well.
Third down play now, trying to keep this impressive drive going. Quarterback pre-snap adjustments now for this defense. It's third down. Quarterback in the shotgun. Short pass finds the tight end. Brought down at the 40. That'll be a first down.
This is what you love to see, right? Quarterback does a nice job of looking and finding his open receiver, and he waits to the last possible second. In fact, Chris, he gets hit as he gets that ball out of his hands. So good job of showing some strength and a good job of throwing with accuracy as he's taking that hit.
Personal foul. Egregious roughing the passer call. Automatic first down. Let's hope the quarterback is okay. 7th play of the drive coming up. Looking to throw it from the red zone. Grab made by the tight end. Brought down at the 7. Completion moves him closer to the goal line.
Boy, he has such great size. I just love this play call on 1st and 10. The defense is expecting a run. Instead, you go play action, and you throw it to the big man for some positive.
And he runs it in for the score. Touchdown, Longhorns. See if they can convert the point after.
Well, that's an example right there of what vision and patience and ability can do for running back. He was on a mission to get into the end zone, and really, he made it look easy.
Here's the kickoff team now, set to boot this one away. And so it'll be a touchback, ball spotted at the 25. Here comes the Texas A&M offense back on the field. After a field goal the last time out, we'll see what they can get here. And the single back takes the handoff. That's a nice tackle there by the senior.
See, that's how you limit what an offense wants to do. This time, the defense just won the battle up front at the line of scrimmage, not giving up any big plays. Everybody's gap sound. It's really solid defense on that play.
Looking to pass. It's Sims. Looks over the middle, and that's complete. You bring him down, but he makes the 40-yard line. That's a solid gain.
There's really good timing here between the quarterback and the receiver. And how about the receiver downfield? Does a nice job of finding that open space in the zone of the defense. And as a defense, you're just basically throwing your hands up in the air because they had that covered relatively well. Just a good play call and good execution.
Heads out of bounds after a solid gain, more than enough to pick up a first down.
Boy, great execution here by the quarterback to pick up the first down and valuable yards. And one thing about these Texas A&M quarterbacks is they have the ability to throw, but also over the years, also have the ability to run and hurt you.
And he just throws the ball away there. Nobody open. Excellent coverage. Incomplete. Second down coming up. Quarterback drops back. We're going to test the secondary. Makes a quick grab. Finding some room with the 25. Who cannot stop him? He's in. Touchdown, Aggies. Simple throw, all the yards after the catch. Explosive play by the receiver to score.
Just a dynamic, athletic playmaker. As simple as you said, Chris, just throw him the football, he makes a catch, and then all the fireworks are after the catch, and this defense just unable to corral him.
Going after, not right through. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so a touchback will start at the 25. Okay, the Texas offense comes back out on the field. They scored a touchdown on the last possession. Let's see if this defense has been able to come up with some adjustments and stop them this time. On 1st and 10, looking to throw. And it's incomplete on the throwaway. Didn't find anybody open. Brings up a second down now.
Man, the defense took everything away from him. What do you expect him to do? He can't force the ball into traffic and potentially throw the interception. Does a good job of getting out of the pocket, away from the pressure, and just throw the ball away. See what happens on this next down.
Minimal gain brought down short of the marker. The offense now facing a 3rd and long from the 26. Got to avoid a mistake here. They flip it to him on the jet sweep. Crossing the 40. Finally marked out after a big gain, but hold on. There's a penalty marker on the field. Let's check this out. Costly holding penalty there. Backs him up 10 yards. Well, a serious challenge for this offense. You don't want to be in 3rd and long inside your own 20. How much of a risk will they take to try to pick up this first down? Junior steps up and makes an impact play.
I think that was a coverage sack as much as anything. They sat back in a dime defense with 6 defensive backs, and none of them blitzed. They just sat back in coverage, and the defensive line eventually came up with a sack.
And here comes the Texas A&M offense back on the field. They scored a touchdown in their last possession. Let's see if this defense can make adjustments and prevent that this time. And they'll run it out of the shotgun. And just a short gain this time. They're able to get him down.
Defense does a really nice job here of being able to contain that run game, held him just to 2 yards. Chris, to me, this changes the playbook a little bit now for the offense. The guy calling the plays at 2nd and 8, that's a different deal. Now he's got to probably thinking about going through the air instead of staying on the ground.
Slides to avoid the big hit.
Well, I thought the defense had him here, Chris. He should be down in the backfield, but instead, he gets out of the pressure and actually picks up some positive yards.
Offense comes up to the line. They might have a chance for a couple more plays before the quarter expires. Dropping back, it's Sims. Snags the quick throw. Defense makes the tackle here on the final play of the first quarter. And as we break for the quarter, Kirk, it's Texas A&M on top. Let's check out the stats now through the opening period. They've flipped ends of the field. We're ready now for the second period. Back at it to start the quarter. Offense getting set to run a first down play. He'll hand it off. That's the spin move. Tackle made, but there's a flag down on the field.
Illegal flag.
Pretty easy call for the head coach. He will accept that penalty, of course. Big guys up front lined up. It's first down. Motion by the back. Defense better adjust. Dump off caught by the running back. Finding space at the 20. That's a big gain before he goes out of bounds. It'll move the sticks. More than enough for a first down.
This offense is clicking, and clearly everything seems to be working. The coordinator is calling good plays. The quarterback and the rest of his receivers and running backs are executing. And frankly,
he's got some room. Can he get there? Tackled at the 1-yard line. Couldn't quite get in, but an excellent run.
Boy, how about that play, Chris? That thing just opened up. The back shot through there with great acceleration. What a pickup there on first down.
And the Aggies looking to finish the drive here. It's 1st and goal. On 1st down, it's play action. Looking to the end zone. And he's got it. Touchdown, A&M.
What a call with a play action down inside the 5-yard line. Completely froze the defense. Their eyes were in the backfield, locked in on the quarterback. They lost focus on where he might be throwing the football, made an easy read for the quarterback and a touchdown.
Kickoff team is on the field to boot this one away. Here's the fair catch by the return man. The Longhorns offense takes the field. They're coming off a quick 3-and-out, so looking to put something together on this drive with a little more urgency. Looking for a gap, it's Wolf. An effective play, good for a 1st down at the 35.
Oh, just a great play by the running back here, just finding his lanes and exploding through the gap when it opened up.
1st down play call coming up. How aggressive will it be? And now the handoff. Just trucks the man. They keep the drive going. It's a 1st down to the 46.
Look, I realize on any play call, when it's properly executed, it can go to the house for a touchdown. But the runs that really make a game plan work are the ones where you get just what you need. And he barely got the 1st down, but he got it.
2nd down after that run on the previous play. From the shotgun, drops back. Quarterback finds an open target on the left side. Take it down, but not before he makes the 1st down. That's a nice pickup there. They buy some space in the zone and pick up the 1st down.
Yeah, really nice call here, Chris, to be able to pick up this 1st down on this drag route. The quarterback does a nice job of being patient, waiting for that window to open up in that zone, and he put it right on the money for the receiver to have a chance to not just catch it, but eventually get the 1st.
Looks like a man is down on the field after the last play, so we'll take a timeout. Getting set. Here's 2nd down. Looks like the QB is changing the play at the line. Looking to pass here on 2nd down. Catch made on the left side. And he picks up the 1st down before they get him to the ground.
Chris, it's so easy to get excited about the receivers on the outside and their ability to make big plays. But the slot receivers are just as exciting, especially with their finesse, quickness, and ability to make guys miss in the middle of that field.
So 2nd down after the incompletion. Handoff to the back.
I think this defense keeps thinking about them throwing the football, and by doing that, they're opening up running lanes. Good positive yards there by the running back.
So now it's 3rd and short from the plus 24. Could be 4-down territory. Interested to see what the call is here. Play action fake, looking to throw. Quarterback escapes the pocket. Extending the play now. Ball carrier heads out of bounds, but the pickup is good enough to move the chains. 1st down.
Boy, this defense, everything we want from them they do here except contain the quarterback. Nobody's open downfield. They pressure the quarterback. The only problem is they can't keep him short of the 1st down marker.
And the tackle is made after a 4-yard gain, so 2nd and 6. This is a long march now. Offense getting ready for play number 10. A quick throw out left, complete. Touchdown, Texas. This quarterback on fire today. Conference championship pressure, they just grind away. Beautiful execution in that methodical drive.
Man, I can't think of a better stage than the conference championship to put together a drive like that. Moving the sticks, executing along the way, avoiding any turnover potential, and coming up with a touchdown. Great job.
So no return here. He takes it in the end zone, and they'll begin the drive at the 25. And the Texas A&M offense heads back out onto the field. We have a shootout developing here. Each offense scoring a touchdown on their last possession. Offense will keep it on the ground here. Goes backwards, losing 3 yards there. Well, they run it right into a blitz, and that linebacker was coming downhill, Kirk.
Man, what a time to call that blitz here by the defensive coordinator. And you're right, he shoots right through that A-gap. Really, the back had nowhere to go. By the time he got the ball in his hands, the linebacker's right in his face.
Defense reacts quickly, a very short gain on the play.
Again, this is a really nice job here by the defense, keeping everything in front of them in that situation. Now they're rewarded with this 3rd and long. We'll see if they do the same thing here, or they're going to sell out and bring the pressure.
Pass incomplete under heavy pressure, just got it away. The Aggies will send their punt team onto the field. They're going to kick it away for the 2nd time. And the coverage team makes the touch, so no return on the play. Okay, the Texas offense comes back out on the field. 1st down here, the offense has time for one more play before the 2-minute warning. And it's caught on the crossing pattern. He's tackled short of the 30, but that's good enough for a 1st down. That's the 2-minute warning here before halftime as the offense tries to cut into this lead. Offense keeps moving. It's a completion for a 1st down. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. That run moves the ball across the 35.
Great job by the offensive line here, opening up some holes and giving the running back room to run on 1st down. Plays like this can open up the playbook for the play caller, allow him to make that defense think, are they going to run? Maybe.
And the freshman able to get home with the sack. Timeout called by the defense, their 1st of the half as they try to make some adjustments here.
Chris, that is textbook by this defense in man-to-man coverage. Nowhere to go for this quarterback. He's looking around everywhere to find an open man. By the time he figures it out,
there's a fumble way behind the line of scrimmage. Defense falls on the ball. Crucial takeaway.
I think that's on the quarterback and the offensive line. They were breathing down this quarterback's neck before he could even recognize that they were there, and they were able to knock it loose.
Here comes a crucial 2nd down play. Every yard tough to find down here in the red zone. To throw, it's Sims. And they hit him just as he releases the ball. It's incomplete.
Well, it's pretty simple. The defensive line does a great job of getting after the quarterback and forcing him into that incompletion.
Here we go. 3rd down, close to the goal line. They can still get a 1st down without scoring. Looking to the end zone. Intercepted in the end zone. Now look at the return after the interception. Sets the offense up in good shape.
When you get this close to the end zone, you've got to be able to come away with points, at the very least a field goal. They've got to be scratching their heads and hoping that in the 2nd half, this play right here doesn't come back to bite them.
Off the play fake, looking to throw on 1st down. Going for a big play downfield. Deep ball is caught for a huge gain here.
That is great arm strength and accuracy by this quarterback. Let's not forget the wide receiver's job of bringing it in for that big gain.
A new set of downs after that completion. On 1st and 10 here, looking to throw the ball. Makes the grab. It's Patchett. They bring down the receiver, but that's a nice gain on that play. They'll crank up the tempo here on 2nd down. The time is running out. An inside give now from the shotgun. Brought down, but it's past the line to gain.
You know, offensive linemen are just a certain breed. They're always going to do their job, no matter who's back there carrying the ball. I'll tell you what, they have a little bit more confidence when the person that's carrying the ball can break off some big-time runs. That makes them block just a little bit harder, knowing what he's potentially capable of doing.
The Longhorns will hustle to the line to crank the tempo. And he's brought down, but there is a flag on the field. Let's check out this call.
Offside. Defense.
What I always love to see on these offsides call is when they're always pointing at each other. You know, he did it. I didn't do it. Put it on him. Well, we know this time it's on the defense. They're going to make the right call.
On 2nd and goal, they'll give it to him again. He powers into the end zone. Touchdown, Longhorns.
And that's another touchdown for this guy. This defense better adjust and get eyes into that backfield, or he may go for a third or a fourth later today.
So the offense getting some momentum before halftime with the touchdown. Now they kick off in hopes the defense can get a quick stop. And he'll lead the kickoff right there. We'll start from the 25. And here comes the Aggies offense back on the field. They've got a choice here in the final minute. Do they get aggressive, try to cut into this lead, or play it safe and point toward the second half? First play of the drive, looking to throw the football. He's going to take off. He'll avoid the big hit with the slide. Timeout is called to talk strategy late in this close game with halftime approaching.
Chris, watch him work through his progressions here. Finds the first and the second option aren't there. By the third option, he's got to pull it down and try to pick up some positive yards, of which he did, and then he slides down to avoid the big hit.
And he's got his man open downfield. And an explosive play. Stop finally made across midfield at the 44. And a quick timeout call by the offense after the play. The offense really clicking here. Dropping back, it's Sims. Bringing pressure. And he just throws it away there. Safe move. Had nobody open. So the offense looking to be efficient here. Not much time remaining before the end of the half. And the QB will try again on 2nd and 10. Along the sideline, but it's incomplete. So the offense getting set. This is not where you want to be against this defense. 3rd and long. Dropping back, looking to throw for the first down. And he decides to just throw it away. That's going to bring up 4th down now.
Boy, it looked like the quarterback had everything that he needed there. Had great protection. Receiver ran a nice route. Just not able to convert there on that 3rd down. Let's see what their decision is on 4th down coming up.
Kicked it too far. It lands in the end zone for a touchback. One more play before they head to the locker room. They'll change the pre-snap look now. And looking to throw now on 1st down. Defense is coming after him. And the pass falls incomplete. No time left on the first half clock. And that will do it for the first half here. Kevin Connors now has our halftime update.
Chris, for many, this is the best conference in all of football. And the first half of this SEC championship was filled with excitement and incredible pageantry. And there is no better place to start this halftime than by reviewing how this wideout has been a one-man wrecking crew. The kid's been everywhere. And I love how he's willing to go across the middle, but that he also has the jets to burn these DBs on the deep ball. If this defense wants to actually come back in this one, they better hide his cleats.
And the Aggies will kick this away to start the second half. And the fair catch signaled for and taken. And the Longhorns offense takes the field. Important possession here to begin the 3rd quarter as they try to continue momentum from the first half and build on this lead. The pass is incomplete, but a flag is down on the field. Let's see what this is all about. And the head coach will decide to accept the penalty and take the yardage. This line getting set up. It's a 1st down play. There's the snap. Looking to throw the ball. Caught over the middle. It's Wolf. The ball is loose. Defense has got the football.
Well, that's why you do ball security drills almost every single day in practice. You just can't put the ball on the turf like that. We'll give credit to the defender for the hit. That's what caused the fumble.
Excellent field position here for the offense. The shotgun running play call. Goes backwards, losing 3 yards there. Second down play coming up. Looking to throw. It's Sims. Receiver makes the grab. Tackle finally made. That's a very solid gain, but not close to first down yardage.
Boy, Chris, great timing here with the quarterback against that zone defense, waiting just at the right time to deliver it into that window to pick up a nice gain.
Out of the gun now on third down. Touchdown, Texas A&M. And they go in front here in the second half. This passing game is on fire. The quarterback cannot be stopped. With the conference championship on the line, he's delivering.
Yeah, he's in sync right now with his wide receivers, but, man, my attention seems to be more on the defense. What in the world are they thinking? You can't just allow this quarterback to sit back there and throw. You've got to be able to put pressure on him, or he's going to continue to throw touchdown after touchdown.
Now the kickoff team is out on the field. And it comes out to the 25. No return attempted there. Okay, the Texas offense comes back out on the field. Last possession, they fumbled it away, and it set up a touchdown drive. Can they bounce back from that right away? That's a solid gain. Moves the ball to the 29.
Nice job here of controlling the line of scrimmage by this offensive line. The back does what he needs to do to get positive yards on first down.
Shotgun formation. Here's an inside give. The gain moves the ball to the 34.
Well, they didn't bust that for a big play, but it makes this third down coming up a little bit more manageable, and that certainly has a lot of value.
Offense needing to keep this drive alive. It's a third down play. It's a short completion to the tight end. That'll pick up first down yardage very near the 40.
Here the defense was committed to stop the run. In an RPO, that's a dangerous thing to do. The quarterback sensed that and just pulled the ball out, got it out to the right flat for some good yards.
And the pass is intercepted. A takeaway for the defense. And he's got some open field ahead. Touchdown, Aggies. Wow, what a play, a defensive score. Well, the takeaway and the touchdown, that is just a dream play for any defender, Kurt.
Well, let's start with the interception. I just love the fact that he got his eyes turned around, found the football, and then has the athletic ability to be able to secure it. Then he goes back to high school running back days and shows him what he can do with the ball in his hands and takes it off. Touchdown. Beautiful thing.
Getting set to kick the ball off now. Doesn't bring the kick out. Touchback. They'll start at the 25. The Longhorns offense takes the field. They have got to bounce back on this possession after throwing a pick 6 last time out here. Opening play of the drive, he looks right for a completion. Then he'll run out of bounds after picking up a few yards on the play. The Longhorns come up to the line in a hurry-up. Pre-snap motion from the offense. Using his legs, it's Cox. They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1. Well, that was that excellent linebacker with a clear path just running downhill quickly.
You know, I think one of the great things about watching this guy play all year is his vision. He just has great instincts. That time, the defensive line ate up all the linemen, freed up the linebacker to get into the backfield, and the result is a tackle for a loss for the backer.
In a big game before he goes out of bounds, the offense keeps churning, gets a fresh set of downs.
The defense has got to do a much better job here of adjusting to the pre-snap motion. They just kind of stayed in place, and it gave the receiver plenty of room there to make a nice play.
Heads out of bounds after a solid gain, more than enough to pick up a first down. Longhorns are moving quickly down the field. Single back takes the handoff. And a decent gain there before the defense brings him down. The gain makes it second and medium. Sticking with the running game. And that's a solid gain before the defense is able to bring him down. Third down. This offense could really use a conversion here, down multiple scores. Moves the football to the 30. Good enough for a first down.
Well, that shows you the trust they have in their offensive line in this running game. To get to a third down, just trying to come up with a way to be able to keep this drive alive, keep hope alive that you can come back in this game. You rely on old reliable, that offensive line.
No shot to bring him down. They stop him, but it's a first down. The Longhorns come to the line to start a fresh set of downs. Motion by the back will make the defense adjust. Quick pass. Here comes a jet sweep. Got space, looking to score. Touchdown, Texas. This offense really clicking. That's a crucial score. Let's see if they can build momentum and complete this comeback.
Now, I know they're still trailing, but that score is a great first step in trying to break down this lead. You don't want to leave it all to the fourth quarter when the pressure really intensifies and you have limited time.
He thought about return. Takes a knee. It'll be a touchback, and they'll start at the 25. Here comes the Texas A&M offense back on the field. They reached the end zone the last time out, trying to do the same thing here. And the first play of the drive now from the 25. He'll hand it off. The sophomore with a strong tackle there.
You know, in the era that we live in right now, everybody wants to spread the field around, try to create space, try to create one-on-one matchups, and the defense is countered over the years by trying to play out wide. But here's a great example. The defense has the ability to play wide, but still be solid at the line of scrimmage, not give up big run plays.
They stop him at the 45, but that's good for a first down. The Aggies come to the line looking to crank up the tempo. Play action here on first down. Quick throw to his receiver. Beautiful catch right near the sideline. Gets the foot down. Fresh set of downs for the offense. First down.
Huge gain here by Texas A&M on a perfectly thrown ball and a great play by the wide receiver on the back end. These Texas A&M receivers can hurt you with their speed and execution when they get the ball thrown downfield.
Talk about quickness. That play is absolutely blown up in no time.
Chris, I don't know if that's a misassignment by the offensive lineman or just really good instincts there by the defender, but that play is blown.
Got him for a sack. A big play made them one of the senior leaders of this defense.
Well, I love this defense and how they're playing some man coverage. And let's face it, when you do that, it's a bit risky. You can leave your defensive backs out there on islands, but the good combination of good coverage with a good pressure on the quarterback, and you come up with sacks like this.
And the Aggies will send the punt team onto the field. The punt will bounce and head out of bounds. That's right near the goal line. Perfect execution.
Oh, my gosh, Chris. Are you kidding me? That's how you flip the field in your favor. That's for the brand. What an absolute bomb, and they've hidden him inside the 5-yard line.
And that run produces a decent gain. What's the play call here on second down for this offense?
Man, you know, the back gets a lot of the attention here, and he's a good back. I love to see that offensive line win the battle at the line of scrimmage.
Catch hauled in here over the middle. And the defense swarms. Not much of a gain on that completion.
Quarterback looks downfield to make this throw. He wants to be able to get the ball to be able to pick up enough yards for a first down. But instead, he gets the ball at least underneath to the drag route and gets some positive yards.
Longhorns are moving quickly down the field.
Here's a great example of a back knowing where he needed to go on this play, and he didn't mess around. He got between the tackles and earned every single yard.
First down, looking to throw the ball. He'll take a deep shot here. Caught way downfield for a huge gain. But touchdown-saving tackle, but not before a long completion. The offense operating at peak efficiency. They come to the line again. They'll test the right side here. They tackle him, but the gain moves the ball to the 36. And as we break for the quarter, Kurt, it's Texas A&M on top, sitting in pretty good position as we wrap up the third quarter. Let's check out the game stats so far. We're set now for the fourth quarter. Who's going to make the crucial plays to take home this W? So here we go, first play of the quarter. The offense has a first down. Quarterback sets up, looking for an open man. Running back has it on the screen now. And they'll bring him down. The defense fought through the blocks, and they stop him short.
A lot of times this can be a tough play to defend because you're so concerned with getting pressure on the quarterback. But here the defense does a good job of coming off of coverage and chasing down the receiver.
Pass complete. It's second down now. They'll hand it off. Able to fight for a decent gain here in that running play.
I feel like they called that knowing chances are they're not going to hit a home run. But look at this. Put themselves in a perfect third down situation. It's much more manageable. Now we'll see if they can convert.
And they pick up the first down. Tackled at the 25.
It was a nice job up front by the offensive line. But give the running back an assist for setting those blocks up before he's able to get downfield for the first down.
Zero running room. Stopped right at the line of scrimmage.
Well, the defensive line does their job eating up those double teams, freeing up the backers to make the play.
Offense getting set. It's second down. There's the handoff. Strong defense. They stop him right near the line of scrimmage.
That's a great play all around by this defense. Their first-level defenders hold their own at the point of attack, allowing the second and third-level players to roam free and make the tackle close to the line of scrimmage.
Running out of time in the pocket. Cannot escape. They've got him. It'll be a short loss, a yard or two. Here we go. One of the biggest moments of the game so far. The field goal unit out there for a high-pressure attempt. And the field goal is good. And we are tied up now here in the fourth quarter. We come away with 3 points on the drive, and now the kickoff team will boot it away.
And I tell you, life of a kicker. This guy's not been called on the entire game. Probably cold as ice on the sideline. But when it matters, he's hot as a stove when his number's called.
And here comes the Texas A&M offense back on the field. They were forced to punt last time. Can they get this offense going finally? Get some points out of this possession. Collision. Blow delivered there by the linebacker. That completion makes it second and short. Out of the shotgun, he hands it off. And the sophomore able to bring him down quickly.
With the defense coordinator this week, all week telling us about gap integrity, not giving this running back any creases at all. Really sound defense on that play.
Here we go. Third down and 1. Gut check time on both sides. The ball carrier taken down, but there's a flag on the field. Will that holding penalty be a drive killer? Here we are late in a close game. Crucial play coming up. Third and long. To throw, it's Sims. It's a screen pass complete to the running back. And the tackle is made. The defense was ready for that screen. They stop him short of the first down. The Aggies will line up to kick it away. Already punted 5 times now today. Returner brought down. Sets up the next drive. Okay, the Texas offense comes back out on the field. Last possession, they settled for 3. Let's see if they can reach the end zone this time. And they'll bring him down after just a short pickup.
Hey, it's a great job of this defense containing the running game. But if I'm calling the plays, I'm not abandoning the running game just yet. I think it's important to have some sense of balance. So throwing and running is essential. Stick with it.
Offense gets set up here. It's third down. From the shotgun, it's a handoff. Fighting for yardage, but the defense stops him just short of that first down marker. Tie ball game late, and they're going for it on fourth down. Pre-snap motion from the receiver. A pop pass on the jet sweep. Tackle right at the 30, good enough to move the sticks.
A nice little simple touch pass here by the quarterback, getting the ball out to the receiver who's in motion. Look, that doesn't turn into a huge play, but they do pick up a first down. And no offense is ever going to say no to moving the chains.
Looking to make a play deep downfield. Oh, and it's intercepted. Terrible mistake late in the game. He's got some room and some blockers here. It's a big return off the INT. They steal their offensive possession. And the Texas A&M offense heads back out onto the field. They're coming off a 3-and-out, looking to produce a positive drive here. Scanning the field, it's Sims. He stays alive. He's escaping the pocket now. Gets some space around the 30. And they finally make the stop, but that's a huge gain in the scramble. He found some space and just went for it.
Boy, how many times do we see this late in the fourth quarter? You know the pass rush is going to be there. They're getting after him. They're getting upfield. They get a great... What do they create? Space in lanes, and he takes off and picks up a first down.
Goes backwards, losing 3 yards there. And now a timeout quickly called by the defense as they try to get everybody on the same page here. Offense getting set up. Here's second down. He's going to hand this off. And the broken tackle there produces a solid gain. And now the defense will call a timeout here. There's something they didn't like about that look, and they'll make an adjustment before this important play. And they convert here on third down in the red zone. This is a 4-point type of play, touchdown or field goal. Out of the shotgun, he'll hand it off. They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1. And now the defense decides to spend a timeout to regroup a bit. So on fourth down, it's an all-important field goal attempt. Hold your breath here. And it sails right through the middle of the uprights. Solid kick. And that puts them in front here in the final 2 minutes. Following the field goal, the kickoff team is out there now. And the returner elects to fair catch it. No return. The Longhorns offense takes the field. This drive is important. Last one ended in an interception. Let's see if they can get it going here. First down here for this offense. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Looks to the left. Pass caught. That's a big gain before he goes out of bounds. It'll move the sticks. More than enough for a first down. The gain moves the ball past the 40, sets up another 1st and 10. And he drops back in the gun. That one falls incomplete. Good defensive play. Brings up second down.
You get a tight end like this, and you know he's used to dishing out the punishment, but here, he's the... absorbed the contact, and as a result, he's unable to hold on to the football.
After the incompletion, QB tries it again on 2nd and 10. And a short pitch and catch to the tight end. Now they've got to hustle to the line and get set. Quarterback making some changes at the line. Drops back, needing a third down completion here. The pass rush closing in. Incomplete. He was hit as he threw the football there on third down.
Well, that's not what you want to see as an offense when you're trailing late in the football game. An incompletion on third down and long. It's a bit of a risk. With that clock looking the way it looks right now, I think you've got to go for it here and hope to convert on 4th and long.
So here we go. Down 1 score. They're going to go for it on 4th down. Looking to throw for the first down. Tries the right with a quick throw. Finds his receiver. That's enough for the first down. They've got him, but they convert on 4th down, and the drive keeps going.
Boy, the defense is in the right coverage here. Looked like they had exactly what they wanted to be able to come up with a stop here on 4th down. But there's the timing between a quarterback and the receiver. They knew exactly where they needed to go. Great timing and a first down.
Offense racing down the field. It sets up a 1st and goal inside the 10. Just runs through a man. A mismatch. Touchdown, Longhorns. They have jumped in front in the final minute.
Here we go. They take the lead. What an amazing comeback by this team and this offense. Now it comes down to can their defense hold the lead with under a minute to go.
And they'll take a knee here, not wanting to spend time on a return. They'll start at the 25. And here comes the Aggies offense back on the field. Here we go. Crucial situation. They've got time to run a few plays. The defense can't just back off here and play two passes. First play of the drive, they'll come out throwing. Can't get it away. The defense has got him. What a huge stop at this stage of the game. They'll have to hurry now. Second down with the clock ticking. Scanning the field. It's Sims. Oh, nice play by the defender. Got a hand in there to break up the pass.
Now that's going to bring up a critical third down here as we're late into this football game in a drive where they need points. This quarterback's got to take control of this huddle, make sure everybody's on the same page. You have multiple plays that you could go to, whether it's a run or a pass, but you've got to come up with a first down.
And a timeout taken by the offense with 19 seconds remaining.
The defense is spread all over the field, creating some one-on-one matchups, and the quarterback makes them pay for it.
They'll get set, needing to score quickly now, looking for some big plays right here. Looking to throw it on first down. The offense spends a timeout here. There are 16 seconds remaining.
Man, how do you like to be the offensive coordinator for this team right now with the offensive line coach trying to come up with any answer at all to deal with this pass rush? That's 5 sacks now in this game. They cannot seem to stop this pressure from this defense.
They look to throw it here on second down. They give the running back a touch in the pass game. Catch made over the middle. And the offense takes timeout to stop the clock with just 11 seconds remaining. They need to score quickly here, trying to dial up some big plays. On third down, he drops to throw. And he just throws that one away. Took a big shot, but avoids the sack.
I mean, this defense is having their way with this offensive line. That poor quarterback doesn't have a chance. Every time he drops back to throw, he's getting earhole. You better make some adjustments up front to give your poor quarterback a chance.
Final minutes here. They'll throw it deep downfield. Last gasp falls incomplete, and that'll do it for the game. Wow, what a tremendous run these guys have had, and now they can call themselves champions of the SEC. That's one of the most difficult titles to earn in this sport. And now with the playoff looming, we can find out how they fare against the 11 other best teams in the nation. And that is going to wrap it up. We enjoyed this one here. For Kirk Herbstreit, I'm Chris Fowler, and this has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.